I don't know if you guys remember, but we went to go see Chuck Norris. And we went to Houston for this flight, and on our flight back, we were sitting first class, which is where the first.
And
class...
let me just say, David was paid to go to Houston. It was a job, and I just went. And somehow David got me a plane ticket.
Oh, and Jason just tagged along for this job I was doing.
And it wasn't even like we weren't even staying in a fancy hotel. We didn't even stay over.
Yeah,
I just went.
We just went for a couple hours, and on our flight back from Houston, we're the first row in first class. It's great. We're living life. This is the best day of my life because you know how much I love first class. I rarely fly it, and it's just like, it's Jesus Christ. It's incredible. And sitting right beside us is a very attractive mother that her daughter watches the vlogs.
Yeah.
And Jason takes notice of this, and Jason is up in arms. He's fallen in love.
This woman is just so... She's got that kind of OC look, beautiful skin. Looks like she was on that show, The Hills. Did you ever watch the show The Hills?
No.
God, you're so young.
I
swear, that show was on in 2006.
He was just really, really digging this woman.
She's one of those hot OC Pilates moms that get good facials, and she's really pretty. She's beautiful.
Yeah. So they started talking because their daughter was a fan of the vlogs, and they were talking over me because I was in the middle seat. So they would keep talking to each other, and I fell asleep. And I don't know if you guys talked a little bit more, but I'm assuming you guys did.
We did.
Basically, long story short, we were getting off the flight, and Jason was like, "Should I have gotten her number? Should I have gotten her number?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure she was taken. I'm pretty sure she's in a relationship." And he's like, "You're right, whatever." And that's it. That's all that happened. And then fast forward 3-4 months later, when we're at our live show during the Q&A, someone raises their hand and they go, "My mother wants to go on a date with you. She's wondering if she can get your number." And the mother that we saw on the flight is right there.
Yeah.
And Jason's eyes just go, "This is it."
I couldn't believe it. I was like, David, is that her? Is that her?
And long story short, again, they exchanged numbers. Yeah. They hung out last night. Yeah. I drove them around to a bar. I put on my favorite song.
I had a really important date, so I brought David to make sure that it went well.
I put my favorite song on, which is right now "Feel It Still" by Portugal the Man.
Yes.
And the second I put it on, what happened, Jason?
We started making out.
Yeah, the love making started. Why? Because DJ David knows how to control the tunes.
DJ, turn it up. You should just. What if you turned into a DJ? You just stopped YouTube.
I mean, the love I felt coming from the back seat when I turned that on. I love being like an Uber for people, and that's what I was being for Jason and this girl.
Yeah, and you do love it. You love it.
And they were just in the back seat, just making love.
Yeah,
making sweet. Like they had sex 3 times.
Yeah,
yeah.
I did it 3 times in that car during the song. I had 3 orgasms to Portugal the Man.
No, he made out. He made out with her. That's all that happened. But it was really nice to see them connect.
Yeah,
and she's completely out of Jason's league. Well,
I that's why I didn't get her number, because I was like, this girl is so hot.
Yeah, there's no point. But it happened. It was the most exciting time for Jason. I'm so happy for Jason. Something's finally going right. Oh, he called me. He's picking her up to hang out with her. And he sends me voice messages. He's been there for 10 minutes. She's not responding to the calls. And he sends me the most depressing voice messages. He's like, "David."
I'm waiting for her outside a concert.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of traffic. And then people are pouring out of the concert. And I'm just sitting there, and she's not texting me back.
And the voice messages are like, "David, listen, man. This really sucks, but I feel like I'm being stood up. This always happens to me. I don't know why I'm getting the vibe she's standing me up, man. I don't deserve her. She's too hot." Like the saddest things that he's saying. They're so sad, and I feel so bad. But we're all listening to these in my living room.
You were?
Yeah.
You and Zane and Carly?
I played it out loud.
No, you didn't.
I played out the voice messages out loud, and I heard how sad it was that I paused it, and I told everyone to shut up. And I was like, "Guys, shut up, listen to this." And I played it out loud, and I started cracking up. And then turns out her phone was dead or something. And then
her phone was dead.
She
was with her friend. She had that.
And then they connected later.
What do you call that? What do you call that when you're trying to get with a girl and she brought her friend? She wasn't fat, so not the fat ugly friend.
She's just not trying to get with you. It's just kind of making sure that she's okay.
Yeah, well, I liked her, but it was.
You didn't like it. You didn't like that her friend was third wheeling. You just wanted it to be me, you, and her, right?
Yeah, right.
You're like, the only person that can bring a friend is me. No, but it turned out to be a good date. I'm happy for him.
I'll tell you, David, I am really, really, really in love.
You think you're in love? Guys, I don't know how to describe this woman, but she's actually very attractive, especially when you compare her and she stands next to Jason. It's incredible. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's literally, it just doesn't make any sense.
She looks like Judd Apatow's wife.
When Jason brought her over,
you said Kate Beckinsale.
No, that was Josh.
Oh, Josh Peck.
When Jason brought her over to the apartment, Brandon took me to the bathroom, and he was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He just thought it was a joke. He thought I was pulling a joke on him, and I'm like, "No, that's actually the person Jason brought back." And it's hard to believe. Like, if you see this woman, you're like, there's something not right here.
That's when the vlogs are really funny. Is when something
magical does
that something magical does happen, and then everyone assumes it's like, okay, David,
yeah,
fuck, because once in a while,
guys, like midway through the date, I don't know what I said, but Jason's eyes widen. He goes, "Oh my God, this is a setup. David, you set this up. This is a prank."
Oh my God, I did do that.
Even Jason didn't believe that it was real.
And then in my head, I was like, no. You've had like detailed, long texts and conversations with this person. Like she would have to be the best actress in the world.
And like, I was just
and in that moment, I was waiting for everyone to be like, ah.
Yeah. I can't believe this is how out of reach this girl is to Jason normally, that he didn't believe that it was actually happening.
I want to thank you, David.
For what?
For staying with me during my jaded times.
Of course.
Some of the you're quite the romantic.
Thank you.
David's really into love, and David's a great person to talk to about relationships, actually. A friend of ours was having trouble the other day, and I think a lot of, like, everyone knew he was having trouble, and so I kind of cracked it open and said, "Hey, what's up?" And he started to reveal himself to me. And David's so funny because he's a badass, but he's also like world's biggest gossip.
Yeah, I love
and
the
you
gossip.
switch over to gossip really quick. So he came running in. He's like, "Oh, I want to hear.
Relationship. So
you love talking about relationships.
Relationships.
Why do you love that so much?
It's just the best. I went on this date with this girl that Jason was on with last night, who we're talking about right now, and her friend who also came, and they were both divorced moms. And I talked to them for like 40 minutes just about their divorce, because it was just it's so interesting to me.
Yeah, it is. Now she had the other
relationships, and they both had a divorce for maybe the same, maybe different reasons. And it was just so like, I love relationships because everyone has like a different taste in their mouth.
What did she say, the other woman? She said, I was like, "Why'd you get divorced?" She goes, "Only had sex 4 times in 9 years."
She said 4 times in 3 years.
In 3 years, okay.
I was like, holy cow.
4 times in 3 years.
And she was talking about this guy who she just had sex with, and his penis, she called him baby arm, because his penis was like a baby arm holding an apple.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, and then we asked her if, and some of the girls out there can, why am I saying that? But then I asked her, is it really a problem, a big penis? Because I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And she was like,
"Do you have a small penis?"
Me?
Yeah.
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 I mean, not like...
You look like a small penis guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you take your fucking pants down?
You look like a little pussy.
Really? I look like a pussy?
Yeah.
It's funny because I beat the fuck out of you.
Could you?
David?
You have to chase me down first.
Oh, don't worry. I'll fucking find you.
You think you can beat me in a fight?
Yeah, I'll kill you.
We're literally getting into an argument about penis size. You look like you have a small dick. Really? Because I could beat the fuck out of you.
Because it's strange, because the $150,000 car in your driveway says really small penis.
You're right. Your divorce says really good size penis.
You're right. Your insecurity about your girlfriend says really, really big penis.
Oh my! You can go ahead and ask my girlfriend. You know what? Next guest on our podcast is my girlfriend.
When's that?
My next show.
When I get kicked off?
When you get kicked off. Yeah. Guys, but that is all the time we have.
Well, no. We should talk more about the woman.
Oh yeah. Well,
Do you want to change it?
No, you're obsessed with her. He loves her. We're gonna have her back.
You know what it's like? I mean, I do want to thank you.
She has 4 kids, by the way, and Jason has 2.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing mix, because that turns 6, and 6 is like the devil.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shit show if you guys ever get married.
And that's how much I like her. I don't even...
You don't even care how many kids she has.
No, I'm willing to take on these four fucking
Last night
kids.
when Jason was with this woman, he would just constantly be smelling her. And he was talking about how...
She smelled like heaven.
She smelled like heaven.
Should have smelled her. I let Brandon smell her.
It looked...
Brandon at one point goes, "I'm sorry, I have to smell you. I don't know what he's going on and on. Would you mind? Would you mind if I just smelled you really quick? I don't mean anything by it."
No, it was...
And then he said, yeah, that is something. She smelled great.
He falls in love too.
She's it was really nice to like, you know,
to just relax and just to fall in love again. You look like you were falling in love all over again.
Yeah, man, I'm zooming right now.
You're still into her?
Yeah, I want to go see her right now. But
well, if you're listening to the, oh my God, she listens to these.
Huh?
She listens to these.
She knows how I feel about her. She feels the same way.
Well, now you gave away that you have a tiny dick. So,
shit.
We'll just have to cut that part out of the podcast. But guys, that's all the time we have. Make sure to go buy our shirts.
Yeah.
We have some Views shirts. I think they may be on the website. Go check.
They said Friday they'll come out.
15% off all merch when you use the promo code Views. Go check that out. Go buy some shirts. Make us some more money. We'll be back. Let us know if you want 2 podcasts a week. Let us know if you want guests. Let us know what you want less of in these podcasts, and let us know what you want more of in these podcasts by tweeting us. We'll see you guys around. This has been David Dobrik's podcast, Views. We'll see you
Whoa, you fucking little skank. I saw you do that.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. All right, we'll see you guys later. It's David Dobrik Enterprise out.